We are live. This is going to be awesome. This is going to be awesome. Another beautiful night of learning about business credit. 3 business credit myths debunked. 3 business credit myths debunked. Okay, we're going to destroy them tonight. All right? Absolutely. As more people get on, we want to destroy these myths that have been propagated by people who honestly have not learned business credit, and that's okay. You know, at one point in time, I didn't know what 2 plus 2 was. But after I learned it, things got so much better. I was able to recite my times tables. All right, I was able to recite 2 plus 2, and it just rolled off the brain, out of the mouth. You know, and my aunties and my uncles would be like, "Woo, he knows what 2 plus 2 is." All right, we are going to educate you in the same way. I know you don't know about business credit. You know, before someone taught me about business credit, I didn't know about business credit. Tonight is going to be your night to learn about business credit, okay? But these are going to be the myths that have been propagated, and I just want to improve upon your already gained knowledge about business credit, okay? Myth number 1. Myth number 1. Now, if anyone has a question about business credit, about being in business, about how to be a successful entrepreneur, about how to get into real estate investing, listen, we have classes on that. Don't worry about it. CreditWiz at investorpro.org. All right? But myth number 1, let's get into it. Myth number 1, business credit is just like personal credit. Nothing could be further from the truth. Because the consumer credit system, the one thing you have to remember about the consumer credit system is that it has been proven to be anti-consumer, both in court and in congressional testimony. I said it has been proven that the consumer credit system has been proven to be anti-consumer, both in court and in congressional testimony. Meaning it's proven to be anti-consumer, guys. It works against the consumer. Whereas on the business credit side, it's not anti-consumer. It's not anti-business. And on the personal credit side, these credit card companies, sometimes these credit bureaus, man, it's something. Because the credit card companies, sometimes they don't even take off the errors that they've made. Even if they get sued for millions of dollars, it's in the records, okay? And it's very hard sometimes to get some of those errors erased. But on the business credit side, it's not hard to get these errors erased, all right? Actually, it's fairly easy. So, myth number 1, destroyed. Myth number 2, it doesn't hurt to use personal credit in place of business credit. Yes, it does. Using your personal credit for business purposes, that actually puts your credit at high risk. Okay? Absolutely. Especially if you're talking about legal matters, okay, and taxes. I'm talking about it really gets fishy, okay? And I'm going to give you my thoughts on cabbage line of credit, Jeffrey. Absolutely. That's a great question. I'll give you my thoughts on it just a little bit. It's going to be a short video here, so I'm going to be taking questions there. All right. So if you're going to be using your personal credit in place of business credit, my admonition to you, my recommendation to you, may I submit this to you? Don't do it. Keep it separated. Okay. Keep the personal credit and your business credit separated. You will thank yourself in the long run, because you don't want to co-mingle, okay, that kind of capital together, okay? It could just get really messy when it comes to legal issues and tax issues as well, okay? Now, if you do this, this will actually limit your personal and business resources. So please keep that separated. Myth number 3, business credit and personal credit are in no way related. Well, when you as a business owner sign a personal guarantee and you go to a bank and you're trying to get a loan or you're trying to get a line of credit and you sign that personal guarantee, that was your first mistake, but we'll get to that later, and you sign that personal guarantee, if something fails in your business, guess what? Your personal credit gets hit because you signed that personal guarantee. But aren't you thankful that you don't have to sign a personal guarantee? You don't have to have any cash flow. You don't have to have any collateral, and you don't have to have good personal credit in order to get business credit. No, you don't. No, you don't. All you got to have is the knowledge, which is what we can provide. Credit Whiz at investorpro.org. Thousands of dollars have already been obtained in business lines of credit because these people reached out to someone who knew better. You see, because when you know better, you have the opportunity to do better. All right? So all the 3 of those myths are debunked. All right? So go out and prosper. Hit me up, CreditWhiz at investorpro.org, and let me see what you need help with on the business side, and we can help you. All right, we can get you those thousands of dollars in lines of credit. We can give you the information that you need to build up your credit profile. Just let me know. Okay, Daryl, what about to start off the business? You use your personal credit until it's strong enough. It's that good. Oh, okay. Well, if you want to do that, yes, you can get to your goals much quicker by doing the personal credit. Yes, you definitely can, but you don't have to. Yeah, definitely. You can do that. Instead of having $50,000 in 6 months, you could have $100,000. Of course, your personal credit, if it's good, it can only help you. No problem. Great question. Now, what are my thoughts on cabbage? Okay? Cabbage. My pleasure. My thoughts on cabbage, and I've looked into cabbage. I've looked into it. And if you want to do that, you can. However, do they specialize in personal credit or business credit? And what are you utilizing those funds for? If you're utilizing those funds for something in your business, you're way better off having business lines of credit and getting a business loan, and not from a bank. Why? Well, I mean, you can go to a bank if you want. You're definitely free to go. But the thing about a bank is that you need collaterals, you need cash flow, all right? You need financials. You need good personal credit. Right. Yeah, see, with the subprime business line of credit, if they are, I have no idea if cabbage is a subprime business line of credit. I know in comparison to what we do, they are definitely subprime. Yes, absolutely. When compared, in comparison, definitely subprime. We know what the lenders want. We know what the lenders have to have. We actually have already set up and already have put in the applications for you before the lender gets to them, so that we already know what that particular lender needs. We have it templated out. We have it in a template, and we have a system that works consistently. So in comparison to us, absolutely they are subprime, but I don't know if they're a subprime line of credit or not. You know what, Derek, it could take anywhere from 6 to 12 months. It all depends on where your business is, if it's just getting started or if you've got a pretty established business. We've definitely been known to get consumers into 6 to 12 months. So business owners can get up to $50,000, $100,000 in lines of credit in 6 to 12 months. It all depends on where they are. We stick with you. Okay, even after the 12 months, we'll stick with you until you get at least $50,000 in lines of credit. Why? Well, because we know things come up. Okay, we know things come up. Any more questions, please? Why is that earpiece in your ear? Because I'm in a webinar with lots of people in it right now, and we are talking about business credit. Okay? Do you do corporate credit? Yes, we do. How much does it cost? How much does what cost? This information free. We're actually on a webinar right now. We're giving away free information for the people who want to build their business lines of credit. Yeah, free info. Ah, my course. Ah, you know what? It's not even my course. Can I tell you guys a story? Okay, let me take you on a journey. Watch this. I got tired. I got tired of the 9 to 5. And I saw my future. Have you ever like sat somewhere and you looked out and you were like, man, you know what am I going to do? So I saw my future, right, in this job and being a realtor. And man, there's nothing wrong with being a realtor. I love being a realtor. But I saw it. I saw myself. I saw myself. And I said, man, there's got to be more that I can do. That's a great question. Can a nonprofit get a line of credit? You'll see. You'll see. But watch this. I said, you know what? I'm going to be a business owner and an investor. Because these are the people that have a whole boatload of time on their hands, it seems like. You know, they study hard, they work hard at first. Absolutely. I'll type out the website. They work hard at first, and then there's a time where they are just free to do whatever they want throughout the week. And then they work, you know, and then they're free to... And I said, you know what? These people are having all the times of their lives. They're buying bows. They're doing these things that I would like to do, but don't have the time to do. And so my thing was, I got to free up time. You know, I don't mind working, you know, but I really want to spend time with the people that I love the most. You know what I mean? So, Andre, that's a great question. I'm going to answer that. And so this is what happened. I said, you know what? Forget it. I've got the money, you know. I'm going to spend thousands of dollars on education. Thousands of dollars. Get this. Thousands of dollars on education. And what I got in return was so much more than I paid out. So much more. Well, what did I get? I got time back. I got the opportunity to help people in their personal credit, in their personal finances, in getting people black cards, and being a part of a group who helps people get no limit business credit lines. I'm talking about no limit, all right? No limit, guys. And putting people in houses, you know, I'm a fix and flipper as well. Putting people in houses that are safe, clean, and affordable. I got to be a part of that. Whereas before I was just working it. Was it worth all the money? Yes. To me. Because I understand we only have one life. And we got to make the best of it. So I stopped looking at the price and I started looking at the value. You know, is it worth the $10,000? Is it worth the $20,000? Is it worth the $30,000 investment? If it's worth it, then I'll do it. Why? Because these greenbacks will not rule my life. I will not live my life saying I can't do it because I don't have this. Are you serious? So you're going to stay behind the prison cell. You're going to stay behind the prison cell and not be financially free, not be economically independent simply because you don't have the money now, or simply because you don't want to spend or invest in yourself. What's the best investment you could make as a human being? The best investment that you could make as a human being is right up here. Because you make a living with this. You make money with this. I'm going to say it again. You make a living with this. You make money with this. Spend what you have to in order to get free. Because trust me, it's worth it. Now let me get to your questions, y'all. Hey, what's your questions here? You got questions here? All right, for business credit line for Cabbage. Business credit, I believe I answered that one. Can you type out your website, please? CreditWiz at investorpro.org is my email. The website, www.wiseguys.com. I'll go ahead and type that out as well. Do you establish the paydex score for the corporate credit, or should the owner come already established and set up? Guess what? You don't have to establish anything. You know why? Because what you're going to do is with your EIN, you're going to start out with vendor credit. And you have to start out with the stores, with the vendors who report to Dun & Bradstreet, to Business Experience, to Business Equifax. Okay? And if you don't know how to do that, CreditWiz at investorpro.org. Just let me know. Okay? I can absolutely help you, Andre. Okay? Vendors are Uline. They do that. Quill.com, office supplies. Laughlin and Associates, they do that as well. Okay, they report to Dun & Bradstreet, and they are the ones that will build up your credit profile. Okay. That's right. Good. That's right. Mend this thing. Hey, I believe it, Javon. I believe it. You want to personally contact me? CreditWiz at investorpro.org. You ever heard of the saying YOLO? YOLO. Huh? You ever heard that saying? YOLO. It's true. You only live once. At least in this body. Right? So make the good decisions. And don't let money, don't let greenbacks, don't let dead presidents and dead statesmen. Did you know that Benjamin Franklin was the foremost entrepreneur in America? Perhaps that's why he's on the $100 bill. He wasn't even a president. He was an entrepreneur. Just like you. Isn't that awesome? So, guys, don't be ruled by money. Don't let the fact that you don't have any stop you from investing in yourself. It's worth it. Jeff Bezos. Does anybody know who that is? The owner of Amazon, okay? Borrowed over $300,000 from his parents because he believed in himself and believed he could pay it back. I believe he paid it back. Okay? I believe he paid it back. Let nothing stand in the way of your dreams. Come to the problem. When you run into a problem, this is what I like saying. When you run into a problem, run over the problem. Absolutely. These are some great questions. Absolutely. I'll put my email and the website in the details. I sure will. CreditWiz at investorpro.org and www.wiseguysanties.com. God, you guys are amazing. You're one of the best audiences ever. You need a hand clap. All right? And we will see you tomorrow at 7:30. Tomorrow's going to be awesome because I'm going to go over if you've been denied business credit. All is not lost. We're here to put things back together again. All right? So if you have the time, 7:30 PST, even if you don't have the time, make the time. Denied business credit. We're coming on tomorrow. Invite your family, invite your friends, invite fellow business owners. Okay? And if you don't have any business owner friends, make some business owner friends. Because sometimes what happens is your circle, like the 5 people that you hang around with the most, you can take their annual income and you know what? You'll find your annual income. Isn't that something? Try it. You might like it. CreditWiz at investorpro.org and www.wiseguysanties.com. You guys, God bless and good night.